Everybody, Bonehead for the Bonehead podcast, and today we're going to talk about the changes for Blood Bowl 2020 into Blood Bowl 2025. Now, we don't have any more specifics except what was covered in the article, but today I think it's really important that we talk about how Blood Bowl works and what it teaches us as people, which I appreciate is a little bit hippy-dippy, but I think it's really important, and there's something I want to show you. So over in my other favourite game, which is One Page Rules, they have just released a version 3.5 beta, and they have redone army rules for everything in their sci-fi game. Everything. And the rules are quite impactful, and it has been a bit of a flame war, actually. Like, Tano, who is the main OPR guy, he has put so much work into creating a game that he thinks is really fun, and all these expansion, all these extra rules they've put in the game, he's put there because he wants people to play in that universe and have a really good time. But it's been the classic "you moved my cheese" moment, which is always going to be the case when it comes to any game, and we've got a brand new edition of Blood Bowl coming, right? So there's going to be some cheese moving there. You will have to excuse this. I've been working on Necromunda and Epic Warpath for the Sci-Fi channel, so if you like either of those games, go give us a follow over there. OPR was going to be on there as well, but we're going to wait and see how that beta goes. Anyway, the reason I wanted to talk to you is about change. So when it comes to any war game, there are two elements for its success, really. Okay, the first is it a fun game to play? And the second bit is, how good is the community? Okay, because when we play a war game, like, one of the biggest things that comes out, I think, in most places are, is this live? Is this game dead? Like, I'll talk to store owners, so if you talk to Pete or if you listen to Lords of War, they will say the biggest question people have got are like, are other people playing this? Is it something that I can be a part of? Now, that's one subset, and I would say that in the world of Blood Bowl, we are unmatched for our community because it ticks all three boxes, right? Can you play it with your close friends and family? Like, if you are a parent with a couple of kids, can you play a little league? Yes, you can. It will be like a little D&D session, and it will be the best gaming experience of your kid's life. Can you play with a group of friends at a local league? Maybe a small league, maybe a big league. Can you be a part of a league in that league environment? Yes, that is Blood Bowl's biggest strength. And can I play it in a competitive way? Is there a tournament circuit? Can I play a tournament every weekend? Oh yes, you can go there and you can get that experience, each one of those experiences, whether you're just kind of playing with your close friends and it's very insular and I'm just going to play this game and it's really good, or I go to my regular league and I see my team develop, or I go to tournaments and I always see some people that I know and it's like a car owners club where you're like, oh, it's John, it's Sally, he's cool, she's mad. Like, you kind of get to know the people, right? So when it comes to a community, being part of something, Blood Bowl has the most incredible community out there, right? World Cup, 2,500 people or whatever it is. Every tournament we run, every league we've been to, it's just fantastic, and you get that player experience. The game leans into it really nicely, but Blood Bowl just has that environment. Now, the other bit is the game any good? Well, luckily for us, this game is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best tabletop game out there. It's got everything, you know. You've got fast play, you've got sevens, you've got league play. It's just awesome. This game is an emotional roller coaster, and that is the point of this. Blood Bowl. We talked about this on the podcast a lot, and as I get older, I've realised that the thing Blood Bowl teaches you more than anything is about change and about loss. Okay, so if you ever loved a gutter runner, okay, maybe you haven't. If you ever loved a player on your team, a famous goblin, like you saw it on the championship, right? We had Grot Brady. Everybody loves Grot Brady. Everyone loves Cuddles. They want to see them succeed and fail in equal measure, right? It's something special. And when those players get hurt, or they go away, or an addition changes what they do, like, it's one of those things that is gonna hurt you because you've got attachment to it. And I think it's brilliant for kids. So I grew up playing Blood Bowl, and I learned a whole lot about loss. Like, okay, now next season, that guy's dead, so we can't get him. Or even if you're just doing redraft rules, right? You can't always afford to bring everyone back. It was awful doing the Bonehead Championship because I wanted to bring back all of the linemen for the Black Mountain Buccaneers, the Black Orc team. Oh, I love the Bucks. I couldn't. I had to get rid of 2 of the blockers. When it comes to bringing back the carnivores, right, we had to get rid of at least 1 of the blocksauruses because we couldn't afford them, and it sucks because you lose something, and then you've got a different season. You've got a different episode, and I think that Blood Bowl does a really good job of highlighting that. Now, what we're seeing in the one-page rules world, and what we've seen in every game that's ever had an edition change, is that this is different than it was before. And I think the biggest thing to kind of take away, and this is going to sound lame, so I apologize, but like, you know, there's always those people that are like, well, they're not going to send the SWAT team to your house. You can still play the game you want to play. And that brings back to my opening point, right? Which is, what are you playing? Are you playing the game because the game is fun? Or are you playing the game to be a part of something and where those crossover? So if, you know, I mean, CRP version was amazing. Like, it was good to go. There was nothing it needed. Okay, so if you want to play CRP and you've got a group that can do it and you can be part of something playing it, fantastic. When it comes to new editions of games, you want to be playing the current game because then there's a bigger community that you can be a part of. You can share in the successes and the failures. You can share in the meta shifts and things that, you know, if something's really good or really bad and it becomes a problem, it's a great way to kind of just match up with people. Like, we've seen this in 2020 with the rise and fall of Underworld. Like, Underworld and Hackflem, such a problem. Morgue, such a problem. You share that knowledge, it becomes a part of it. It's part of the bigger meta of a game. So the thing about Blood Bowl is it is a sports role-playing game. It's not chess. There's too many dice. You are fighting against the game and against your opponent, and that's what makes it so delicious, right? But it's a sports role-playing game. And something that I have learned from playing Blood Bowl, from being an NFL fan, and from general life, is that everything changes. Everything changes. So if you are a sports fan and you follow a specific team, once that season's over, you're probably not getting to keep all those players. So I've had this with the Packers, right? We had Brett Favre. He was amazing. Just one of the most strength forward part. He was a vampire thrower of a player, and it was incredible. So much fun. And then he went away and they replaced him with Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, oh, man, I hate that this isn't Brett Favre anymore. And then Rodgers turned out to be arguably one of the best throwers to ever play the NFL. Even Tom Brady agrees. Not the best quarterback, not the best person, but as far as throwing the ball, he's up there with the classics, right? And it was awesome to see. And now he's gone. And me as a Packer, I'm like, yeah, okay, we've got Micah Parsons now, which is great. But like, as a cool defensive player, it changes my team. So I've gone from having a Packers team, which is all about throw-in and excitement, to like, okay, we're going to be a shorter passing team with bigger defense. But I still love the Packers. But the way they operate is different. And we've seen this in the OPR world, right? People who love robots, robot legions, where they had the undead rule, the undead rule is now gone. So they can run away and they get scared and stuff. And that's really upsetting people because they're like, well, I love my robots, but now my robots aren't playing like the robots I've known. And we've got a new edition of Blood Bowl. And even though, like, let's be real, what we've seen so far in this article is pretty good. I mean, I put a top 5 Friday post out this morning saying, like, what do you want to see changed? But quite frankly, the fact that Wildly Inaccurate's gone, I'm kind of like, do you know what? I'm good. Like, probably everything else will be all right. So that's great. But my point is that when it comes to Blood Bowl, when it comes to life, if you're a sports fan or you love a show or a series, characters change, the way people behave change, the way teams behave change, the way the army plays changes, and you kind of have to choose how you approach that. Like, I come from a background of Warhammer, and then I went into Magic the Gathering, which is a hole of misery. and change, right? It's churn. It's like, cool, I got this great deck. I love how this deck, and it's gone because of rotation. And you kind of got to deal with that one way or another. You can carry on playing the game the way you want to play it. You can carry on playing the deck you want to play. You can carry on playing the team you want to play, the army you want to play, the version you want to play. And if you can find people who want to participate in that, then that's fantastic. And that's awesome. But when it comes to, I want to play this game and I also want to be part of the community, you kind of have to front up with the fact that stuff is going to change. And whether it's the OPR stuff, which I have been like Monday, this dropped for Blood Bowl, and I was like, hype. And then Tuesday, this dropped for OPR, and I was like, what is this? Like, why are we adding tokens to things? I don't like the complexity. I don't know if I want to play this game anymore. And that really got me thinking about, okay, things change. Blood Bowl teaches us that things change. Everything ends one way or another. And the thing that doesn't change is that we've got games that we like and we've got communities that we want to be a part of. So whatever happens with Blood Bowl, whatever happens with your favorite sports team, whatever happens with OPR or your favorite show, like Stargate SG1, Daniel went away, they replaced him with the Farscape crew, and I was like, this is not Stargate anymore. But it was good fun. And Deep Space Nine, like, they introduced Worf, and I was like, why is Worf here? This is weird. Best 3 seasons of all Star Trek, right? So it's about being part of the community. And the cool thing is that whether you've got a community local to you or not, you've got this channel, and we love Blood Bowl. And whatever happens, whatever changes, I mean, the article kind of leans towards not a huge amount is going to change, which I'm cool with, because that's just, I think, probably right, because Blood Bowl's in a great place. You're going to get to share it with us. The ups, the downs, the changes, the excitement, the joy of new puzzles, like new, I don't know what's going to come. We've got Bretonnians, we've got Tomb Kings, like they're new teams to Blood Bowl. Tomb Kings, sort of new teams. Brawlers on the big guys, that's exciting, that's different. Like Bretonnians, brand new team to Blood Bowl, that's going to be really interesting. Wrestle linemen and some big old chunky knights, like, cool, there's new skills, clearly. There's a new kickoff table, clearly. There's a lot of exciting things coming, but it's going to be different. And sports, role-playing games are due to change. Like, every season's different, and that's why they call it seasons, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy blocking.